The clock starts. You have exactly 24 hours left on Earth. No warnings, no second chances, just a message on every screen, every device, everywhere. Global termination in 24 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. The world goes silent, then erupts. People run, scream, hug, fall to their knees. Because this time, it's not a movie. It's not a drill. It's the end. In this story, we explore what humanity would do if we knew with 100% certainty that Earth would be destroyed in just 24 hours. No escape, no aliens, no asteroid defense, just 24 hours. The clock is ticking. What happens next will change how you think about life forever. It all starts at 12 a.m. GMT. A mysterious signal hijacks satellites, Wi-Fi, television, and radio. Every device on Earth freezes, turns black, and then flashes the same message. Warning, planetary collapse imminent. 24 hours remain. Governments scramble to respond. World leaders try to verify the source. But within 10 minutes, seismic activity begins. Volcanoes rumble. Strange energy pulses are detected in the Earth's core. The message was real. This is not science fiction. Earth is dying. Within the hour, chaos breaks out. The financial markets crash, airlines stop flying, newsrooms go live 24/7. But the most powerful moment? When the President of the United States addresses the world, voice cracking, "I'm sorry, we have no solution. Make your final day meaningful." The world splits in two, chaos and calm. In major cities, panic floods the streets. People loot stores, burn cars, try to escape, but there's nowhere to go. Meanwhile, in small towns, families gather around dinner tables, holding hands. Some pray, some laugh, some cry. Religious leaders speak up. Spiritual hotlines explode with calls. Meditation apps hit record downloads. Celebrities live stream final confessions. One posts, "I never wanted fame. I just wanted love." It goes viral with 3 billion views in an hour. Social media becomes a digital time capsule. People post their last words, their secrets, their apologies. Humanity is no longer divided by politics or borders. We're all on the same sinking ship. Top scientists gather for one last live stream. They confirm the Earth's magnetic field is collapsing. The core has destabilized, likely from a cosmic event. Maybe a gamma burst, maybe something we triggered. No one knows. But one thing is clear. Nothing can stop it. Satellites capture horrifying images. The auroras go wild. Entire regions glow in strange colors. Birds fall from the sky. The oceans start receding unnaturally. At this point, the Earth is turning into something alien, unrecognizable. A Nobel Prize-winning physicist gives a final message. We spent centuries trying to conquer nature, but we forgot. We are nature, and now nature has decided. With 18 hours left, people start to make choices. Some call everyone they've ever loved. Others confess crimes, reveal secrets, propose marriage, adopt children, give away fortunes. Billionaires open their mansions to the homeless. Feuds end. Some people find peace for the first time in years. A man who hasn't spoken to his father in a decade calls and says, "I forgive you." A woman goes skydiving and laughs as she falls, yelling, "This is how I was meant to live." In one city, strangers gather and build a giant bonfire. They throw in regrets, written on paper, photographs, old letters, and watch them burn. With 12 hours left, the world's tech giants and engineers come together. Their plan? Launch a digital archive into space, a record of humanity. They call it the memory capsule. Inside are songs, stories, DNA, blueprints, messages from children, and even memes. It launches aboard the last operational rocket, piercing the atmosphere as the Earth begins to tremble. "Even if we vanish," a young girl says in the launch livestream, "someone, somewhere will know we lived." For a brief moment, hope flickers. With 6 hours left, the world grows quiet. The frenzy fades. People gather to watch the sky. Children ask questions like, "Will we see Grandma in the stars?" Parents smile through tears. Cities turn off their lights so everyone can see the Milky Way. Artists paint their final masterpieces on buildings. Poets recite on street corners. Musicians play symphonies in parks. The earth feels united, like never before, not through war or competition, but through shared mortality. The countdown hits 60 seconds. The world holds its breath. Every camera goes live. Every heart beats faster. In these final moments, no one cares about money, status, or likes. All that matters is love, truth, and legacy. At 00001, people close their eyes. Some whisper prayers, some kiss, some simply smile. Then, darkness. The world was silent now. Streets once choked with honking cars and endless traffic were ghostly echoes of a civilization that had finally hit pause. Above, the sky shimmered in deep reds and purples, like the final page of a story being written by the universe itself. With just an hour left, people weren't running anymore. They weren't screaming or panicking or protesting. No one was chasing clocks. They were sitting still, and maybe, just maybe, for the first time, the world was truly living. There's something strange about knowing exactly when everything ends. It removes the clutter, strips away the noise. The masks fall off. The ego fades. The only thing that remains is truth. And in that truth, we face a final, unexpected question. What do we choose to feel when nothing can be fixed? You see, for most of life, we carry our pain like armor. Regret like chains. We wait for the right moment to forgive, to apologize, to say the words we think we'll always have time for. But when the countdown begins, when every second matters, that illusion shatters. One man walked across town just to say sorry to the brother he hadn't spoken to in 14 years. Another sat in silence with the woman he never had the courage to tell he loved. Strangers, sitting on sidewalks, holding each other. Not for warmth, not for survival, just because the clock had finally given them permission to stop pretending they didn't need connection. And then something unexpected happened. People looked up, not to the news, not to their phones, but to the stars. It was as if the sky had become a mirror, and in it, they saw not the end, but everything that had always mattered. Moments, feelings, choices. It was never about how much time we had. It was about what we did with it. And then came the signal. A global broadcast, one final transmission that cut through every station, every frequency, every screen still active. You have one last choice, one final power left in your hands. Choose how you want this world to end, in fear or in love. The message looped, again and again. This wasn't just a countdown anymore. It was a test. Would humanity collapse in chaos or rise in unity? And just before the final minute, something incredible happened. All across the world, people stood, not to fight, not to run, but to face the end with grace. They held hands in streets, laughed through tears. Children danced. Old enemies embraced. Songs echoed from windows. The earth, in its final breath, became something it had rarely been. A dot. If the world ended in 24 hours, what would really matter? Not the money, not the fame, but the people you love, the memories you make, the choices you're too afraid to make today. This wasn't just a story, it was a wake-up call. Because even if the world isn't ending, your time still is. So live boldly, speak truthfully, and love deeply. And if this video made you feel anything, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this reminder. Because maybe you won't get a 24-hour warning, but you do get this moment, and that is enough. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.